Imagine a man living alone in a quiet cabin in the deep woods. His routine is disrupted by a mysterious tapping. This man, who carries a heavy past, has no idea that this disturbance is the beginning of a surprising journey that will change his solitary life. The story begins with Charlie, an older man who had gone through really tough times. He lost his wife and daughter in a terrible car accident, which made him incredibly sad. To cope with his pain, he turned to alcohol and drugs. But eventually, he managed to overcome these struggles. Unfortunately, he also lost his job and had to leave his home in the city. Charlie moved to a small cabin in the woods, far away from people. He wanted to be alone, thinking it would help him find peace. However, he still felt very lonely, even though he wouldn't admit it. He survived by working as a freelance writer and rarely went to the city only for important things like buying groceries. One day, while Charlie was working in his cabin, he heard a tapping sound. It was a persistent noise that surprised him. When he checked, he didn't find anything at first. But then, he saw a clever-looking otter with silver-speckled fur. The otter brought him a small round pebble. This strange meeting marked the beginning of a special friendship that changed Charlie's life. So, after the otter visited Charlie once, it kept coming back every day, bringing a little pebble each time. They started having meals together, and this created a special connection between them. Charlie, who used to be a really sad person, started feeling happier, and he began smiling more often. As time passed, Charlie began to look forward to the otter's visits. They developed a routine of sharing meals and exchanging little tokens, which became something very special to Charlie. He was so happy that he took pictures and videos of the otter, wanting to remember these moments. Charlie decided to share his heartwarming story with a local news website. When people read about an old man and a wise otter becoming friends, they loved it. The community was touched, and Charlie's story became popular. Reporters called him, and many people sent messages saying how much they appreciated Charlie taking care of the otter and other animals in the area. Charlie's life changed a lot. He started getting attention from the community, and people admired him for his friendship with the otter. Charlie felt inspired by the positive response, so he began to step out of his cabin more. He invited friends over, and they shared happy moments, laughing and telling stories together. However, as quickly as the otter had become friends with Charlie, it suddenly went away. This made Charlie very sad because he missed the daily visits and the special connection they shared. Charlie tried everything to bring the otter back, like leaving tuna and looking for any signs that it might return. But despite his efforts, the otter didn't come back, and Charlie started worrying. After waiting for days that turned into weeks, Charlie sadly realized what had happened. He found the otter's lifeless body near his cabin. The otter had a heart-shaped pebble in its paw, a special gift it wanted to give to Charlie even in its final moments. Charlie was very sad but also grateful for the joy the otter had brought into his life. Feeling a mix of grief and appreciation, Charlie gently buried the otter near his porch. To honor their friendship, he made a pile of stones gathered during the otter's visits. Even though the otter was gone, the love and connection they had formed stayed in Charlie's heart. In the end, Charlie's story shows us how surprising friendships can change our lives and help us heal. The otter's visits transformed Charlie from a lonely and sad person to someone with friends and happiness. Looking back, Charlie was thankful for the otter that became his unexpected friend. The heart-shaped pebble, the daily routines, and the happy moments stayed in his heart forever. To remember the otter, Charlie kept sharing his story, telling others about the love, friendship, and beauty that can come out of sadness. So what are your thoughts about this unique friendship? Share them in the comment section below. Until then, take care.